It's a beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you come back. Why? Because you know it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. What's up? Happy Monday, Raider Nation. And what do we do every Monday, Raider Nation? We drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league-wide, touching on all the hot league stories, because you know, coming out of the weekend, somebody got in trouble. It's the off season. You know somebody got in trouble out there. And of course, what's up from Iowa? I was born in Iowa, Jeremy, just so you know. So what's up from the home state? So, like I said, as always on Mondays and Wednesdays on Raider Reaction, we drop back deep in the pocket, let it fly league-wide, touching on all the hot league topics. Well, for this week, Prime is out. My normal sidekick compadre on Ghost of the Post with Prime and the Commish. Prime is out. So, we'll always be Ghost of the Post with Prime and the Commish because it's still Prime seat. But I have to make sure I have an adequate replacement when Prime is out. And I have found more than an adequate replacement, just like I had found last week when I had Watts Raider step in from the One Nation Live crew. I have another member of the One Nation Live in spice up the league news again on Goes to the Post. So joining me tonight, I have NorCalRaiderRick from One Nation Live, who is going to jump in and drop back deep in the pocket with me and rip through some league news and some Raider news. What's up, Rick?
Hey, Raider Nation, how's it going? Thank you very much for the invite, Commish. How's your night, brother?
So far so good. So far so good. Sir. So all right, let's get some show business out of the way, I guess, first, because these guys are asking. So hold on. All right, who got the point for Friday? The point for Friday went to Terry. Terry Court's got the point for Friday. Terry is on the board with 1. Brian Burkett has 4. Stephanie Maldonado's got 3. Chuck's got 1. Jukebox has 1. Line has 1. And Terry's on the board. So, all right, that's out of the way. All right. They're all worried about this prize pack, Rick. They all want to win the freaking prize.
Yeah, I hear it. Hey, Stephanie, what's up? How you guys doing?
All right, well, let's start with the biggest news on the Raider front, which is Megatron is still on the rumor mill.
Man.
What do you think?
Oh, man, let me tell you what I think, bro. I think that, as much as I hate to say it, and, you know, we pick up some Megatron. I'm going to tell you something right now. Seth Roberts and Cordell, we'll probably keep Cordell because of his, because of the doing
What happened?
Right. All right, I'm back. You guys hear me?
Yeah,
Commish,
I got you.
I don't
know what happened.
All right, go. Sorry, I went paused. It said across my screen. So, but no, honestly, I think that we'll keep Cordell Patterson because of his ability on special teams, punt return, kick return. But I think that, I think that Seth Roberts going to move down the ladder if we were to pick him up, because I'm telling you right now, how incredibly nasty would that be? Crab, Coop, and straight Megatron.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, love the idea of it, but is it reality that it could even happen?
All right.
That's
here. It is reality, actually, man. It is. All right. So they came out and said how much the Lions own on Megatron, and it's like under $1 million. It's like 656,000 or something like that. Something crazy low, which that is chump change in this game. So you pay that.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, I mean, I think honestly, legitimately, the guy has 3-4 strong years being dominant. Just like Marshawn, like I said with Marshawn, you know, he's had that time off for all those lingering injuries and what have you to subside. So I'm sure his fire is burning and he's fired up as ever to get back at it. I mean, a dude like Megatron has been playing since he's like 8-9 years old. So, you know, Pop Warner all the way up. So, you know, that's something that it's hard to get. You watch Brett Favre do it. It's hard to let it go, man. And somebody who knows that they can contribute still to this day, he knows he can. Man, that was.
Oh yeah, he was still at the top of his game when he left. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's still at the top of his game when he left.
Yes,
still a very, very capable player. And at first, I didn't think there was a chance in hell that this deal could possibly even go through. But it is looking more and more like it is possibly a reality. I can't believe it, but
tell me that it isn't very reminiscent of Marshawn Lynch last year. Tell me
it is, but
dude, honestly,
the relationship was so different between the teams. That's why I thought it would be harder, because it was such a bitter breakup between Detroit and Megatron.
Oh, 1 second, bro. Hey, Nick, that's my brother right there, Nick Ardito. What's up, man? Hey, bro, thank you very much for coming out this weekend. You did awesome this weekend, bro. I love you. All right, sorry about that. That's my brother, my little brother.
That's all right.
But yeah, dude, it does seem okay. He came out. He's got a relationship with Jack, or Jack wouldn't have pulled him out. Honestly, if you are a receiver and you see a quarterback like our quarterback right here, oh my goodness, you want to catch balls from that guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he said it himself. Derek's the man. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's watching a great thing. I just, at some point, you got to wonder, you can only have so many guys, only so many touches to go around in a game. Yeah. I mean, but Megatron's the guy who's going to win the ball if he's in there.
Each touch to be platinum, bro. That's what we're going after right there. Man,
I'd love to see it, man. I'd love to. Can you imagine Megatron at the 3?
Oh, that's what I envisioned. I dreamed that, bro. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that'd be sick.
My goodness.
All right. Well, moving on. Moving on.
Sir.
We'll see if that goes anywhere. We'll obviously keep an eye on it, but it's getting warmer.
Oh, it really is getting warmer. Almost starting to boil.
It seems unrealistic to me too, Chuck, but the rumors coming out that is coming out of Detroit is saying that if he unretires, that they will release him, that they don't want him. So,
and they invited him to training camp. They invited him to training camp yesterday.
They're trying to force his hand. So there's a possibility that, something funny's going on there in the 12th hour here, man. Because all of a sudden it's weeks before camp, and all of a sudden you're hearing rumblings again. So it's
man,
you never know. Never know, man. Never know. All right, well, moving on. There is some hot news going on in the rest of the league right now. There is some hot news going on.
Yes.
So we've got Kirk Cousins gets franchised. They still did not come to an agreement in Washington about Kirk Cousins. He's going to ride the franchise tag again on another one-year audition.
And $24 million.
Yeah, it's a fair price for an audition.
No, I know, but it's like back-to-back-to-back auditions. They got Man, they have to do something or get off the pot. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of doing him like they did RG3, except for the whole team wasn't against him. So I don't know.
I don't understand it, because here's the thing. I'm not sold on Kirk Cousins. I don't think he's a stellar quarterback. However, you got to look at it through Redskin eyes. Now, Redskin eyes have not seen a freaking quarterback that's done what Kirk Cousins has done in a long freaking time.
Yeah.
And the reality of the matter is, you don't have anybody better on roster. You ain't got nobody better even close on your roster. So you probably should just paid the guy and signed him to a deal, because you ain't got nothing better. And you ain't had nothing better in a while.
I mean, but look at the guy's stats from last year, though. Kirk Cousins was 4,900 yards and 17 yards. He was 25 for 12, and then a 97.2 rating. So I don't know. I think that 94-17. I mean, you almost have a 5,000-yard quarterback. Pay the man. What do you pay the man? Come on.
Yeah, I don't understand that one either. They have not had a quarterback. They had the 1 year flash in the pan with RG3, and then they killed him because they rode him to death.
Man.
And when he was hurt, he was lame. They kept beating him, riding him.
Dude, you heard it, man. The offensive line seriously came out and said they would hold the block for a count of one and take a sidestep. All right, on RG3. All right, dude, that dude is getting pounded to death. I mean, almost as bad, if not worse, than David Carr, in my opinion. Because David Carr got pounded out.
Chris is probably right. Who was the last great quarterback Washington had? Rippon? It might have been Rippon or Doug Williams. I mean, they haven't had a good, solid quarterback.
Doug Williams was good. Doug Williams was good.
Yeah, that was probably the last good quarterback they had. It's been a long time for them.
Yeah,
and then they're trapping all over the guy they got on roster. I don't understand it. These guys, Washington, they get rid of Deshaun Jackson. They've got nobody left but a good tight end and a pissed off quarterback.
Josh Norman. That's it.
Yeah, Josh Norman, who I think is highly overrated, and his best years are behind him. But don't ask him that.
His mouth don't stop, though, does it? His mouth does not stop.
No, he absolutely thinks he's the greatest ever. So now, I find the Kirk Cousins deal crazy, but I find this other story even crazier. The same thing happens to Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell. They do not sign him. So he now is also on a 1 year audition franchised.
I mean, arguably the best running back in the NFL. Arguably.
Possibly, yes.
Dude, I mean, what? Come on, Pittsburgh. What is up? Usually I don't ever bag on Pittsburgh, really. I mean, unless they're playing us, you know what I'm saying? But, really, I don't ever bag on them. They kind of have the kind of same standard, a similar standard as we do, So I really never wanted to bag on them. But that right there is as bad as my Sacramento Kings getting rid of DeMarcus Cousins. Straight up. That's how bad that is. Man, I'm telling you. That's how bad that is. That dude is a stud and in his prime. What are you doing?
I don't understand that one at all. He comes out and his quote is, "I guess I just got to get better." And he's like, ugh, "What do I got to do, guys? I've done everything I can for you." He's basically your audition now.
Okay, what I was reading was the deal that they were going to give him was just a 1 year extension anyway. I mean, it was $110 million, but really though, it was I don't know. He wanted the long-term deal. All right, so I know next time we do this, I got to turn off my notifications. All right. Sorry.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. My bad. Sorry, guys. But hey, no,
That's all
seriously,
right.
he wasn't
Live and
happy with the
learn.
deal. He
That's
thinks
why
he's worth more. 5,000 yards, man. I think he's worth more. I mean, maybe not
yeah.
more than. I mean, I think he should have got the 6-year deal. He should have got the 6-year deal.
He's the best quarterback they've had in over a decade.
Yes.
Over a decade. The best quarterback they've had in over a decade. Pay the man. I don't
and
get that
solid,
one.
dude. So solid and clutch. I mean, honestly, you guys know who I want, who I support. But I'm a football fan on top of being Raider Nation, so I love football. So as a football fan, he's not a bad quarterback to have on your squad, really. I mean, 5,000 yards, that's more than Derek right there.
Yes, absolutely. I don't know what they're thinking, and I don't know what the Steelers are thinking either.
No,
I don't know what
okay,
either one of them.
Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, see, I keep getting caught up, dude, with the Cousins, because that just has been blowing me away through this whole saga of the whole thing. It has been blowing me away the whole time. I'm like, dude, that's a no-brainer. The guy is like fired up about being on the Redskins, and then you play around with him like that. It makes no sense to me.
Nah, I don't get it either. I really don't get it.
But then,
well, I know they've got some solid wide receivers, Chuck. I agree. They've got some solid wide receivers.
Dude,
it's not like they have anything there, but they didn't get rid of him. How they let Deshaun Jackson leave the building, I don't understand. That guy was a dynamic weapon on the team, and I think that was just crazy. So
if they let him go next year, back to Cousins. Sorry, if they let him go next year, I could totally see that dude working out for San Francisco, though. You tell me he wouldn't be a good fit for San Francisco. He's a pocket passer.
Oh yeah, San Francisco needs somebody.
Yeah,
because that's a right now it's kind of a nowhere job right now until they turn something around.
Yeah.
But, all righty, let's stick around kind of in the NFC East. Ezekiel Elliott seems to be having a problem keeping his name out of the headlines in the offseason. I mean, first it was this small little incident about ripping the girl's top off at Mardi Gras, which, it's not exactly the best look for your starting running back.
No.
It's not the end of the world, but it's not exactly the best look. And then he's knocking out DJ.
Yeah, no, okay. So this dude, he's just he got a lot of fame right off the bat, I think. And a lot of people with that.
He was famous leaving college. He was famous when he got there, basically.
Now, but check it out, though. They have witnesses that said it was him that collaborated the story with the dude that got hit. I saw the video on TMZ about it, and, he was outside with the ambulance holding his nose. Looked like he got popped kind of good or whatever, Honestly, Ezekiel Elliott was gone, which he should have been gone because that's how you're going to lose. He better learn from it because that's how you lose your career. I mean, look at Aldon Smith. Like, all the freaking talent in the world, but just can't keep it together, and look what happens,
Yeah, you got plenty of time to go do that. Man, these guys can literally be like 32, 33 and retired and fat loaded.
Oh, dude,
party
like $100 million.
your ass off then. Party like crazy then.
Yeah.
Just, you got like this little window of time that you just got to just walk the straight line, man. That's
that window's this big, too. The window is that big. So if you're not in there getting paid, you lost it. Look at Jamarcus Russell. Look at...
Yeah, you can act a fool the rest of your life with the money you make by just do what you got to do, man, for a short little window of time.
Yeah,
that's it.
Get your money. Why can't everybody be a Charles Woodson, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, it'd be nice, but it'd be nice.
Yeah, right. Because, hey, Charles...
Oh, yeah.
Charles is
I can't imagine Mike in that meeting. That's a good point. I couldn't even imagine that, him and his cocaine habit. That would have been a fun one.
So, I got one for you. What do you think about that?
All right.
Could I let's add a little headlines that I saw that I thought was kind of funny.
You bet.
So we got a so anything you ever find about your AFC rivals, you know you pay attention to that, right? So we got a little
Absolutely.
strip club fight by a donkey wide receiver by the name of Cody Latimer. Dude, so I watched this video. Oh my goodness. This dude. Yeah, all right. Sorry about that. So he's straight in an argument with some bouncers of the strip club. And he keeps putting his hand on the guy, and the guy slaps his hand off. And he puts his hand back on him. The guy slaps it off again. They have all right, here we go. Sorry about that again. Hey. But so they have some words. He puts his hand on him the third time. The guy really is not having it now. He slaps it off. Cody Vladimir throws up the weakest slap. I don't know what it was. Like if you're about to get into some scruffle and you throw up some limp wristed slap, weird slap, like uncoordinated slap. Oh my goodness, bro. I am like, bro, you should not be fighting. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't be fighting.
Yep.
It's just pretty insane. I couldn't even believe it, you guys. Like, honestly, and then gets completely dropped with a short right hand and is completely out, like, hands out to the side, completely asleep.
Didn't his uncle get popped too?
Dude, his uncle
got it too, didn't he?
His uncle comes in, and you see a short little right hand drop that dude, and that guy did not move. That guy was in a heap on the ground.
Yep.
I am like, donkeys, donkeys, donkeys. If you can't fight, then don't fight. I mean, it's just that simple. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
but I'm talking.
I've been saying it for weeks. The only news this time of the year is bad news. You don't want your team in the news because it's bad news. If they're in the news right now, it's bad news. Unless they're signing a contract, it's bad news.
When you're on the concrete, completely laid out like this, that's not good news at all, man. Oh my goodness, no. I couldn't believe it.
No, that's.
But hey, it was a donkey. It was the donkeys, so hey, that's what you expect, right?
The donkeys. I tell you what, the Cowboys they're about to set a new record for guys getting in trouble in the offseason because it's been every week. It's been every week for like the last 5 or 6 weeks?
Yeah.
At least every week to week and a half, there's been a Cowboy either arrested, suspended, in the news for something, in the headlines for something. It keeps going. It keeps going. So
it is honestly kind of weird because you think in my life, I'm 42. In my life, the Cowboys have really had their ship tight, and they always held it together. And you never really hear too many, a couple, but they're bad apples, and they're always getting in trouble. So, like, it's kind of crazy to see them, like, having so much of the team getting in trouble right now. Because normally, I see them a little bit of trouble sometimes, but I don't see them as a team where half the team is getting in trouble like that. That's just crazy.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I like bagging on the Cowboys, but it's not like I'm picking on them on purpose. But they're just in the headlines every week because there haven't been that many headlines lately. And one of the top headlines of the week is, oh, geez, another Cowboy's gotten suspended. Defensive lineman's gone. Corners out. Somebody backed into somebody and pulled a rifle out on them.
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
And it's not little stuff. Guys are knocking out DJs at the club. You can't just go to the club and hang out. You got to knock out a DJ. You're an NFL football player. You get for the club.
All them things they're pumping into them to keep that monster size, dude. All the supplements and everything. You never know. Yes. I mean, everybody's trying all kinds of stuff all the time, so you never know what that stuff's doing to people. Plus, like a lot of these people come from the ghetto. And when you get millions of dollars and you've been struggling on food stamps your entire life, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of a crazy thing right there that happens to people. They get
that's true. Rich. It's like winning the lottery when you get drafted to a point.
Yeah.
Some of these guys, these guys lose their damn minds. That's for sure.
Oh man, that's just, you know,
That is,
not a strong foundation for them, because none of them have had money like that. So it's probably generations of people who haven't never been paid like that. You know, it's kind of a crazy thought.
oh yeah.
America's
Heck, I'm one of them. Pay me like that, I'd probably lose my damn mind right now.
never been.
I would probably lose my mind right now. All right, well, let's switch gears, and here's another story. Let's jump off the field, and let's jump in to the offices, the front offices. Carolina Panthers fire their general manager 9 days before their camp starts. What's up, Watts? How's that for some,
Man,
like, what the heck's going on in that office?
I'll tell you right now, though, but the guy's only 2 years away from being in the Super Bowl. Plus, in his years that he's been there, I mean, granted, last year they went 6-10. All right, but the guy had three division titles before that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. I mean,
well, I don't understand. I mean, hey, it's one thing if you want to move on from the guy, but you don't go through a whole draft. You don't go through a whole offseason. You don't go through a whole contract signing process season and then cut him.
Yeah.
And now you're going to bring some new guy in and say, here, this guy set everything up and we fired him, but here you go.
You know, here's a little fact that I all right. So here's a little fact that I looked up. I mean, some of the guys this guy brought on, though, really. I mean, that Star Latalui or whatever his name is. I know I murdered his last name, but he's a beast. K'Wan Short and Calvin Benjamin, you know, and then he signed Luke Kuechly and Cam to those big deals. So like, plus went division titles 3 years division titles, and 40, 23 and 1. I don't know, man. I think that that's a bad. It's way too close. You just created so much drama for your team before the season starts. How are you guys going to recover?
I agree that you don't do that. You just don't do that. And I agree with Chuck. If the people that work for you don't like you, but if the people that work for you don't like you, you knew that long before 9 days before the season's getting ready to kick off. You knew that months ago. So it's not like it's new.
Oh.
If you knew the guy was an ass and you couldn't work with him, you knew that months ago. So that's not the time you make that move. That's bad business. Bad business.
This is a thing that I did watch though about it, right? I mean, I did read about it though. Is that the problems kind of started last offseason. And 1 second real quick. Eddie Vanderdoes, how are you doing, brother? It's his Eddie Vanderdoes on the Raiders' his dad. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? I went to school with him.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. You know, here's the thing, man. The guy really the problem started when they got rid of Josh Norman, and they took off that franchise tag and then allowed him to walk on free agency. And I guess that is, like, you think about it though, this whole last year, you let him go like that. This whole last year, you look at it, they went 6-10, man. You know, and it's
honestly, funny that you mentioned Josh Norman, because him and Steve Smith both came out and with very, very comical tweets after they heard he was cut, because both those guys were cut by him.
Yeah, exactly.
So once he got fired, they had a little dig there.
Yeah, no, I did see that. I was like, oh. But you know, I just don't understand it. The moves that were made right there, they honestly make no sense to me, because I mean, you go through hard times. Like, I mean, 6-10, yeah, it's horrible from being division champions 3 times. But really though, I mean, that's just tweak a couple positions, and you know, you get it back on path, you know. So I don't know, that right there, I agree with Watts. It totally destroyed the Panthers for the next couple of years right there. Because I mean, you got to find the right dude now. You know, they always somebody as an intern that doesn't do anything, and then bam, you find the guy. So it's going to be a while.
You're basically it's not a very attractive job that you're handing somebody, because you're basically saying, here, we've already set everything up for this season, but we're going to hire you and just sit back and watch. I mean, because most of the general manager's job is the off season. It's setting it up and getting it ready, and then you hand it over to your coach and hope that you've put together something that will be successful for them through the season, and then you get your hands back on it after the season. So I mean, pretty much, you're going to come into a job and be like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah. Right. Oh my God.
I guess you're good for the first year because you can't screw it up.
It's already planned out for you. Oh man, that's horrible business right there. I mean,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either. It's crazy. But I get Jerry Richardson though. I mean, that's a failure on his part.
Who's this guy?
Oh, you see that? I did see that.
We got some troll that popped in with some absolute nonsense.
Yeah.
Listen, man. We got one rule on Raider Reaction. One rule. If you're going to step in, you bring the fire. And if you're going to come in with some weak garbage like that, then don't even bother in the comments. But if you're going to step up and say something, then say something. Don't come in with some inane dribble that we got to try to decipher what the heck it even means. Give us something. All right? If you got something to say, step up like you got a pair and say it.
Yeah, Steeler Nation.
Bring the fire. Steeler Nation. There you go. There's no such thing as a Steeler Nation.
Yep.
There's only one
nation.
You know it. I know it.
We all
Raider Rick knows it. We all know it. And that's the Raider freaking Nation.
Yes.
Quit biting all up on us and trying to be us.
How would you even be biting our nation?
Never be us. Be yourself.
Yeah. Why would you even be biting our nation anyway when you guys got something cool like the
Exactly.
Bro? You guys are stupid. Come on, dude. Like, you got your own thing already set up for you. Why you coming nation at us, dude? It's a wrong.
Why would you even want to bite us?
My goodness.
You got your own thing going.
Jesus. This guy.
It's just like
clown.
You got whatever, man. Go wave your towel. Go wave your towel. Go wave your little hang.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what.
Lamest things. Go wave your towel.
It don't even sound right, Steeler Nation. It don't even sound right, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
And
bro.
what's up? What's up? You guys, you got one of the best running backs in the league, and you won't even sign him,
dude.
Well, who's running your front office? Rooney dies, and now it's all gonna fall apart. Rooney dies, and it's all gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
I bet you if he was still alive, you signed Le'Veon Bell.
Dude, I cannot even believe, what is your guys' deal anyway? That guy is seriously, I mean, I even gave you guys props and even said that I normally don't bag on you fools unless you say
3 or 4 years,
like,
cross your fingers.
Excuse me, sorry about my language. Some stupid stuff like Steeler Nation, bro. I was giving you guys props earlier, telling you that I normally don't even bag on you guys because honestly, you guys kind of have the same philosophy as we do. And I actually said that a little bit ago. And then you come up with some stupid stuff like this, dude. My goodness. Hey, Le'Veon Bell is probably the most dominant running back in the game right now. And you didn't sign him. Watch him go somewhere to like the Browns.
I don't get it.
I'm going to laugh at you.
Stupid move. Hey, man, if they wanted to piss him off and get one good year out of him, maybe that's all they wanted to do. Is just piss him off and get one good year out of him.
Yeah.
Because,
My goodness. My goodness.
Well, this is all common knowledge, guys. We know that you do not want your daughter in a bathroom stall with the Steelers quarterback. We're all well aware of this. It's common knowledge.
Hey, he almost reminds me of somebody, but I'll leave it at that.
I can cheer for that guy. Hey, that's one thing about our quarterback. It's the one thing I love about Derek Carr is go ahead. Go look on Google. Go dig up whatever you want to dig up. Go take your time. We'll sit back and wait.
Right there, bro.
He's not pinning chicks in bathroom stalls. He's not beating his kids with a switch. He's not fighting dogs. He's not doing any of that nonsense. He ain't hanging out in the club punching DJs.
No.
He's not doing it. He's just
He's holding it down
Clean
like a
as can
champ,
be.
bro. Oh my gosh. We couldn't have asked for a better quarterback, you guys. Seriously. I mean, our quarterback is
No
so
way.
top notch, bro, and he's coming
What's
back
up,
this year
Neil? What's up, Mike
better.
B?
Better than last year. Know that. I'm telling you. That
Every
injury
time I
that he
say Mike
got,
B, I want to bust into some Beastie Boys.
it's an injury that you come back stronger than you were before from. And that's the thing. That's why but see, you can look at old boy from the Titans, Mariota, all right, had a similar injury to Derek, and he is not healing like Derek healed. Derek was up and moving right away.
His was a lot worse though. He had a lot of ligament damage around it.
Yeah, I heard that.
Derek didn't have that. Derek was clean and he healed. Bone was fusing quick.
Yeah.
He got ligament damage
Yeah.
all the way around the area where it broke, and that's
man, that's a long road, bro. That's what that is. That's a long road.
But
hey,
supposedly he looks like he's on the mend. We're gonna see in week 1.
Yeah.
We're gonna see in week 1 if he's gonna make it.
Yeah.
We'll see in week 1.
Yeah, no, because seriously though, Mariota's a good
quarterback. What's up, T?
Hey, he's a good quarterback, so I mean, I always thought he was good. That sucks that he got that injury and got the ligament damage. You don't want that on anybody, but
I don't ever want to see anybody not get. I don't want to see anybody out because of an injury.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Well, maybe okay. There's a couple.
Of running backs,
there's a couple people
coming
that are
off of
questionable, but.
Speaking of running backs coming off of an injury, we got David Johnson, running back for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
He's saying he can get right now. He's telling his coach, I can get 30 touches a game right now. He says he's ready to go. So we'll see.
You're going to say that because you're going to want your job back. So you're going to say anything it takes to get that job back, bro. There's no way, man. He's rusty. He's hurt. You're going to slow him in. You're not going to give him 30 right off the bat. But he's saying it.
This guy is so high on every fantasy football chart that I see, and there is no way I would take my first pick with that guy. No way. I am drafting a guy that's coming off of a major injury. No way. No way. I don't care what these fantasy football freaking experts say. There ain't no way I am putting my season on the line with the busted running back. And maybe second or third round, possibly.
I mean,
no way.
The Raiders could do it right now because we're like 6 running backs deep, we could take one and let them get healed. But, man, that's crazy. We're so deep right now in running back. I don't ever remember us being so deep in running back. And then we pick up the guy from Green Bay the other day, and wow, man.
I don't quite get that one. Because I mean, basically he's just to come in and see what he can do probably type of guy. And he's going to end up, because we can't carry all those guys.
No way.
You can't. There's no way.
Yeah. No, he's a beast, though. I'll give him that. He's a beast. But we have beasts. I mean, we have, honestly, we have Richard, we have Hood, and we have beast mode, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Washington who's going to skirt all over the place. I mean, and then Oswally, our friggin' our fullback, bro. That guy is a beast. So
Taiwan Jones. You got Taiwan Jones still trying to fit in the mix back there, and Taiwan's not going to make the cut this year.
I don't think so.
I just don't think.
I don't like saying it either. I like Taiwan Jones. I don't like saying it.
I like Taiwan too. The problem is with Taiwan is they have given him every chance. He's played defensive back. He's been kick returner. He's been running back. They've moved him everywhere, and he's been okay everywhere, but he's never just been
signed. Yeah.
They've wanted him to be that guy, but he's just never been that guy.
I did too, bro. We were so destitute when he came to us, bro. I was hoping he was the answer, man. Oh my, him and Fargus. I thought that was going to be the business.
Fargus. I was a big Fargus fan too.
I like Fargus. I thought he ran hard.
He did run hard. I was a big Fargus fan, and I was a big fan of his. I wish he would have done a little better, but he burned out quick.
Yeah,
he just faded out quick.
Yeah.
I don't even know where he ended up.
I don't think he, man, maybe 1 year somewhere, but I don't think he really did anything.
I don't think so either. Huh.
But he was such a
Yeah,
stud. Didn't he go to Chicago or something, right? I thought he
Man,
went
I
up
don't remember.
there.
I'm going to have to look that up now.
Yeah, hey,
I honestly
that's good trivia though, bro. Good trivia.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, man, I don't remember, honestly. All right, here's another. Well, let's bounce back to quarterbacks because obviously it's the most important position of the team. You got one quarterback who obviously took a political stand, and he can't get a phone call. That guy's got the plague. Nobody wants to touch him with a 10-foot pole. But you got Johnny Manziel, who has done nothing but basically get drunk the entire time he's been in the NFL, and been an absolute ass clown, and he's getting phone calls from NFL teams. So more teams are willing to look at Johnny Manziel than Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, that's crazy right there. Because hey, where I live, the biggest college around us is Nevada, is the Wolfpack. So we would watch and see him on TV all the time playing for Nevada, for Reno, out of Reno. Mm-hmm. And man, dude, he was a stud. I kind of like some running quarterbacks. I like a guy that is real quick. He did really good in college, man. He was a stud. Did real good for a couple years in the NFL. Really, I think that it backfired. He was trying to set himself apart, and it backfired on him, honestly. Honestly, media twisted it, and it was all bad for him. I mean, I'm not saying he's a good quarterback, but I'm saying that he was a decent quarterback in his first couple of years in the NFL. And even last year, he wasn't. His stats weren't great, but they weren't completely bad either. So, I don't know.
I see. That's the thing is, I think the story of Colin Kaepernick is an interesting story because this was a guy who came out and took the NFL by storm, man. Everybody was like, wow, who the hell is that guy? And all of a sudden, he's in the Super Bowl, and he's the freaking lights going out from being a Super Bowl champion. Lights didn't go out.
They won it. Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah. They win the Super Bowl. So, and then all of a sudden, he's garbage. And he can't even get a phone call. The guy hasn't done nothing. Greg Hardy beat his old lady damn near to death on a pile of guns, and the people were still standing in line.
I have a theory on that. I have a theory on that with Cap, man. Cap, what happened to Cap was freaking John Harbaugh, and you try to make a running quarterback into a pocket passer, you're going to take his mojo, bro. And once you take his mojo, that's a wrap, because his whole life, right? He totally was a running quarterback, a scrambler, throw on the run, a little bit in the pocket, whatever, So when you take him out of his element and make him a pocket passer, you just took him totally out of his game. It's like learning it all over. So.
Oh, I agree. He's a total system quarterback. You got to play to his system. If he's going to be your quarterback, you can't make him adapt to you. He's a one-dimensional type of quarterback, man. He's a running, move around, roll out the pocket. Yeah, he's a mobile
and he was
quarterback.
Effective, bro. At first he was, but see,
he was effective.
This is the problem with running quarterbacks, bro. Is that straight up, defenses will have that number next year and next time you see them, period. I mean, they're going to knuckle it down, tighten it down, and there goes your running quarterback. So,
Absolutely, I agree.
Watts.
Let me jump back to a comment. I seen T had a comment up here. Let me jump back. He was asking about the 3 guys that we just signed, if we'd seen any tape on them. Obviously, Crockett, I did see play a little bit because I was watching him as a possible guy the year before last before he got injured as a possible sleeper. So I did watch some tape on him. So I have seen him play before. So he's interesting. We don't know really what we're getting with him.
Yeah.
The rookie is a Division II guy. Yeah. And really the only tape you've got on that guy is the interception from the 2015 championship game where he looks like a dart and goes to the house intercepting the ball.
Yeah.
But he's playing against Division II guys. So does he just look fast because he's playing against guys that ain't so fast, or was he really that fast?
Yeah, we need to see more
I don't know.
tape. Honestly, that's not undefended.
Yeah.
I've read a lot of stories about him, but I really didn't. I mean, I got to see it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that.
I haven't seen it. Apparently Sheldon's tryout was good. So, hey, we'll see.
No, I got a little bit something written down about him. 1 second. Yeah, no, honestly, I guess he attended our camp this year and we didn't pick him up, you know. But, I mean, the guy is a monster, though, really. I mean, 6'5", but he's tall and skinny, I guess, 220. But a 4'5", that's pretty fast, you know. 37-inch vert, which was second among linebackers in the broad jump. In the vert, which was second. So that's pretty good, dude.
Yeah. Are you talking about the Janelle? Are you talking about the Jelani Jenkins, the linebacker that we signed from Miami? He's a big question mark for me too. I wasn't 100% thrilled with his signing. I'm not gonna lie. That guy's got a long track record of injury, and I was a little leery of us signing him to really fill a hole because we need him to play a lot. He's going to be rotating in and out in that linebacker core, and he's got to prove me wrong, man.
Yeah.
Because he's 2 seasons, he's spent the majority of it on the shelves.
I thought he was a depth player. I knew he wasn't going to be the dude. But what I'm hearing, though, everything I'm reading, man, I'll tell you, it's Marquette Lee or Marquell Lee, dude. That's a dude that's like standing out right now, is what I'm hearing.
I hope so. I mean, we've addressed all the holes. His stats are terrible, T. They're terrible. His stats are terrible. He hasn't had hardly any sacks. Yeah, his stats are not good. He had 1 good year, really, in Miami, and that was it.
But then again, that's Miami, though.
It is Miami, and he has been hurt, so maybe if he's healthy.
But here's the thing, too, we got to think about. This right here, too, is a big factor in it. When you have guys around you like we have on our defense and stuff, that's going to make you step it up and play better, dude. And that's all there is to it. Like, I mean, you're going to have people, the defensive player of the year you're going to be playing next to. That kind of stuff, plus like Irvin and, you know, and Reggie Nelson and like all these veterans, like that kind of stuff makes you step up your game a little bit. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he's going to be fired up coming out. And that he's probably ain't never played on a team that's got something going like we've got going right now.
I hope you're right. I will say, and I quote, when we signed him, I said, and I'll say it again, and I'll go on the record, that I don't like to shop at Dollar Tree for our linebackers.
Yeah.
And that's what I said when we signed him, and I hope I'm wrong. But I wasn't happy when we signed him.
So I didn't know. I didn't know a whole lot about him. I knew that when I saw him on that he was on the Dolphins or whatever, and I'm like, yeah. So I watched a little bit of tape on him and stuff, and you know,
he hasn't been. And well, we'll see. We'll see. He's playing. I know he's rotational, but
hopefully Cal's
you can't be in the rotation if you're hurt, though.
Yeah,
that's the point I'm trying to make. It doesn't matter if he's a rotational player. He ain't in the rotation if he's sitting on the bench with something hurt. So,
yeah.
The fact we signed a guy at all that's barely played in 2 seasons and only had 1 good season was at a position that was really, really valuable.
That's so funny.
To address just stinks. But I hope I'm wrong.
Hey, you know though,
because he's a Raider now. So I've got it. I'm on it. I'm on the
Jelani we get our
fan
second-year
train
players.
now.
I'm hoping our second-year players are doing it this year, man. Because we got some solid second-year, third-year players that it's about that time for them right now, you know. Like, I hope that some of our guys that have been injury-prone, like Mario Edwards Jr., it's his time right now, man.
I hope so. I agree. We've addressed all the holes on the team, and we addressed all the holes in the defense, all the weaknesses. It's about whether guys step up. I agree.
Yeah.
The second-year guys need to step up.
And third-year guys. Our third-year guys, they have no excuse now.
We need the growth. They've got to learn year to year. We need the growth. As long as we get the growth,
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, I know. But it still fires me up because we should have a seriously outstanding Mario Edwards Jr. this year, man. I'm really excited about him. He's the one that's gonna be one of those third-year guys, fourth-year guys that are seriously. Right now is your time. If you don't do nothing this year, bro, I'm sorry, but you're gonna be let go. I'm sure.
Yeah, I agree. So there's gonna be there. Listen, man, we got big contracts that still got to get signed coming up in the next several years. We're dealing with Mac. We got Coop coming up. We've got guys. Bless you. We got guys that we got guys that got to get paid. That means somebody's got to get freed up. What's up, Dead Man? We got guys that got to get freed up.
What's up, Jay? How you doing, brother? Yeah, no, honestly, you guys, we're gonna have a good defensive line this year. I feel. Honestly, you guys are going to be surprised about Eddie. I'm telling you, I'm not just saying that because his dad came on, but I'm saying that because I said before the draft, man, that I seriously thought he's right up Reggie McKenzie's alley on like his anchor and like how strong he is in a fast.
There's so many players on the teams that used to be that grew up as Raider fans. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, you got Lee. You got Lee, whose dad was a Raiders fan, started crying when he gets signed. You got Derek Carr. You got Vanderdoes. Jack Del Rio, the coach.
Yeah,
I mean, the whole team is just like has gravitated to the light, and it's about to blow up this year. It's gonna be an epic season.
It's gonna be the business,
and I can't wait.
Oh man, it fires me up. We're gonna go see it. And, you know, there's just things that we've done. I feel. Almost, I think we've done everything right, bro. Honestly, okay, there's a question mark at middle linebacker. But, man, we have so many middle linebackers right now to pick from that, honestly, man, I'm telling you, I think that we're going to be fine, dude. Kowser's a beast. If we can get old boy with the, who was it that was hurt? What's his name, man? The guy that just got hurt was our middle linebacker. Oh, I can't think of his name. I can see his face.
Oh, Haney?
Heaney, that's it, yeah. So Heaney, if Heaney's healthy, well, I think Kowser's a firecracker, man. That guy right there, he came in. I still think that we should have picked Perry Riley Jr. because, honestly, the guy was clutch for us last year. So
I thought he was okay, too, but apparently there's something with that.
Contract,
apparently
I heard.
Something with that.
It's gotta be money, it was a contract.
It's got to be money. It's got to be money because it seems like a no-brainer, and nobody else is beating down Perry Riley Jr.'s door because he's still not signed.
No, I know.
So,
and I is an animal, so I'm really confused here. He must just be wanting like big dollars, and you ain't shown enough big dollars.
And maybe he's willing. Maybe he's willing to ride it out into preseason because guys are going to get hurt in preseason, and all of a sudden he could become a very, very high commodity if somebody gets knocked out. So,
yeah, I just thought he was clutch for us, and I thought him and Kowser were good, switching off. Honestly, Kowser I think is going to be better this year because he's more focused and knows the scheme we're running and everything. And I just hope I haven't heard anything on Ben Heaney at all, so I don't know if he's a Heaney or what.
I've heard I don't think he's supposed to be an issue by the season, but you know we got Najee Harris was the basically walk-on rookie that we signed to. So we've got some guys we've picked up at linebacker. I don't think we're in as terrible shape as everybody thinks we are. It's just guys got to step up, man. That's all it comes down to.
I think if we can get Hester and Vanderdoes to put some pressure on there, and you're not going to be able to double and triple team Max, so that means Mac's going to get loose more, Irvin's going to get loose more, Mario Edwards Jr. is going to get loose more. Honestly, I think that which in turn is going to help the rest of the team really and make it easier on the linebackers, which it also is easier on our secondary. So I think it's the push and making the quarterback scramble, get up in there and shake it up and cause ruckus. That's what we need. I think we addressed that real well. I think we're in good shape on our defense, honestly. Maybe not as flamboyant as our offense, but
I think we addressed the holes. So, all right, Raider Nation, as we do it right here on Raider Reaction every Monday and Wednesday, we do Ghost to the Post. We drop back deep in the pocket, let it fly league wide, hit on all the league's hot league topics. Typically it's Prime. NorCalRaiderRick filling in for Prime here on Monday. Appreciate you showing up and filling in the seat very adequately,
yes, sir, man.
my
So
man.
much fun. Anytime, brother.
All right. Anything you would like to say to the Raider Nation before I
hey, you guys, I just want
off?
you guys do something good for someone else, man. Do something good for somebody else. Honestly, go out there, make a difference yourself. Every little thing counts, you guys. Keep that 100. Raider Nation for life, dude. Much love and respect. NorCalRaiderRick out.
NorCalRaiderRick, man. Appreciate you filling in the spot for Prime very adequately tonight and bringing the fire as greatly appreciated, man. Greatly appreciated. Prime's just out this week. He'll be back on Monday. Wednesday, have another guest co-host for Ghost to the Post as we drop back deep in the pocket again and touch on all the league news that comes up over the next few days. Tomorrow, Raider Nation news with the Commish. Touch on everything silver and black juice. Every little bit, ounce of juice out of everything Raider related that is going on right now, up to date as of the second Raider Reaction goes live. I will have every little nugget that I can get for you. Wednesday, like I said, he goes to the post with another special guest host. Then on Thursday, first half of the show will be the Raider Nation news with the Commish as always. However, I'm putting together a very special interview for the first half of the show. So, news to come on that, probably tomorrow. But I'm putting together a special interview for the first half of the Thursday Raider Reaction. And then the second half will be franchise face-off again with our good buddy T-Well. And then Friday, we'll finish off the epic tale that was the Eagles Raiders that you watched the first half of on Silver and Black Theater last Black Friday. We will finish that up with myself and the Commish Jr. this Black Friday. So, that's your week. That's your Raider Reaction week. At least that's your Raider Reaction week on Oakland Raider football. 7 through 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern on Oakland Raiders football. But do not forget that on One Nation Live, every late night Thursday is the Raider Reaction After Hours. Invitation only. You've all got yours. And I expect to see you there. One Nation Live, 9 o'clock Pacific, midnight Eastern, at the After Hours. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate any little second that you spend with me on Raider Reaction. I appreciate any second you take out of your evening to spend with the Commish on Raider Reaction. I appreciate thank you to NorCalRaiderRick from One Nation Live for stopping in, holding down the fort for Prime while he's out this week. I'll see you guys tomorrow with Juice Everything Raider related. Until then, peace, love, Raider Nation.